All right, this video is going to briefly discuss information processing theory. So this is going into a class about, this is a class in introductory psychology, where we are going over developmental psychology and now cognitive development. And one recent approach to studying cognition in general and the development of cognition is this information processing theory. This theory got started not so much with study of human behavior, but it grew out of work in computer science. In the middle of the 20th century, approximately, there's huge advances in computer science, and they were trying to figure out how to program computers to do things that humans can do. And they realized, well, hey, we don't exactly know how humans do these things. And so we started working on figuring out, hey, how can humans accomplish some of these things that we wanted to get computers to be able to replicate, to do. And so we realized it is helpful to think of the human brain or human processing with a computer analogy, thinking of it like a computer. So like the computer has a hard drive. The hard drive is for long-term storage. We have something like that in our brain. We have long-term memory, as many scientists would label it. We have long-term storage. We also have short-term storage, the stuff that you're working on right now, and that can be related to like your RAM with working with computers. I forget what that stands for. It's something memory. We'll look that up and insert it into the video later probably. And then also you have to have input. You have to have input into the computer. Now, when I first learned about this in the 90s, they say, you wiggle the mouse around or you type on the keyboard and you get input, but now, you touch the screen or perhaps you give voice commands. There are various ways that you have input that gets into the computer. Well, also, there are various ways that input gets into your own head, your own processing. You use your senses to detect things about the world. And so one area where we often use an information processing approach is learning about memory. And with memory, we will talk about how there are different stages of memory, like you have sensory memory and then short-term memory and long-term memory. And attention acts like a filter to figure out, what goes to what level. Also, in areas of figuring out how we do things like arithmetic, mathematical computations. All right, so this is just a brief summary of the information processing approach. And basically, it tries to learn about human thinking, human cognition, by thinking of it as like a computer.